Here's the harsh truth. The rich don't stay rich by working harder. They stay rich because they play the money game differently. Hi, I'm Ivan Solomon, and today we're going to be breaking down exactly how the rich stay rich and how you can start applying the same strategies to your own life. Stick around because at the end, I'll give you 3 practical steps to start building long-term wealth no matter where you're starting from. Now, the first section I'm going to talk about is assets, not income. The average person asks, how much do I earn? The rich ask, what assets do I own that pay me forever? They buy stocks, real estate, businesses, royalties, things that keep producing money even while they sleep. For example, a millionaire doesn't depend on a paycheck. Their stock, dividends, rental properties, or businesses pay them whether or not they work. That brings us to the next key, how they treat money differently. They use leverage. Wealthy people don't just use their own money, they use other people's monies, time, and system. For example, a real estate investor uses bank loans to buy properties. Entrepreneurs hire teams to scale businesses. Investors use compounding and tax advantages account. They also use leverage, multiplying results without multiplying effort. But leverage means nothing if you lose it all to taxes. And this is where the rich really pull ahead. They understand taxes. Taxes are the biggest expense for most people. The rich structure their money to minimize taxes legally. For example, they invest through retirement accounts, use real estate depreciation, starting businesses for write-offs. Wealthy people play by the rules of the tax code, which was designed to reward investors and business owners. While most people spend every dollar they earn, the rich practice something different. They live below their means. Not every wealthy person drives a Lamborghini. In fact, many live surprisingly modest lifestyles. Why? Because their goal is freedom, not flexing. For example, Warren Buffett still lives in that same house he bought in 1958. They don't waste money on liabilities, but they reinvest it into assets. But living below your means doesn't mean living small. It means playing the long game. They invest long term. The rich don't chase get-rich-quick schemes. They use the power of compound interest and consistent investing. For example, $500 a month invested at 10% grows over $1 million in 30 years. Wealthy families think in decades and generations, not just paychecks. And speaking of generations, they pass on knowledge and systems. The rich don't pass down money. They pass down financial literacy. They teach their kids about money, business, and investing early. They set up trusts, businesses, and estate plans to make sure the next generation keeps building wealth. This creates a cycle where wealth doesn't just survive, it multiplies. So now the question is, how can you start applying these same principles? These are practical steps for you. Number 1, start tracking your expenses and cutting liabilities. Invest consistently in income-producing assets, even if it's just $50 a month. Focus on financial literacy and learn how money works, how taxes works, and how to leverage systems. The difference between the rich and everyone else isn't luck. It's knowledge, discipline, and the willingness to play the money game differently. Start today, and you won't just make money, you'll keep it, grow it, and pass it on. If you want more step-by-step wealth strategies, check out my ebook, Wi-Fi Wealth Building Blueprint. Link in the bio. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below what wealth habit you're going to start today.